Welcome back to Uncle Steve and Nephew Michael's little conversations here. And
Thank you for coming back to our podcast. I have notes. We're going to talk about witchcraft, Wicca, and all magic. So you've watched, and you've read a lot about magic,
right,
witchcraft.
right,
I've definitely done my own dabbling in it
research.
and researching it, and dabbling in it and researching it.
Ah,
So have you ever practiced magic yourself?
no,
You're born on Friday the 13th.
right,
We already know that there's probably we know there's past lives between the two of us, and other people live past lives. Some have, some haven't.
right,
I was born on Halloween. I already know
Yes.
mine too.
yeah,
You know, I don't discuss yours; it's private.
right, yeah.
So what we got with witches? So witchcraft that's been around for how long? Thousands of years, longer than that.
Oh, witchcraft comes from the idea that Jesus Christ has the nuns who are married to him, and witchcraft is they're married to the devil. Mostly women, and the males have another name. I'm not sure what it is, but they're supposed to be even more harmful than the female version.
So Jesus was a type of witch himself.
I wouldn't say Jesus was a witch. Jesus is Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
God.
Maybe you could even consider him as a gypsy witch.
I wouldn't consider him a gypsy either.
Who just
Sorry about
cast
that.
spells.
He performed magic,
Okay.
but it's yeah. Just leave it at that.
All right. Well, I do know that we have the Salem witches. We had a lot of witchcraft in England for
Right.
hundreds of years. There was witchcraft in Rome, witchcraft in ancient Egypt. The pharaohs practiced it. Ancient Chinese definitely practiced it and believed in it with the chart of astrology to go along
right,
with that.
Right.
Everyone around the world, all cultures have a belief in the afterlife.
Yes.
You know, so there is something else beyond the realm of what we can expect with the five senses, not using that 666
Right.
sense that we have available.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, I want to talk about the British witches, which started Wicca during around World War II, and they were going around casting spells on the Nazis. While the Nazis were doing witchcraft of their own in their own temples of doom, where they were, you know, doing their
Nazis
own.
were heavy into the occult and part of anything and everything that they could get, either good or evil, to serve their empire and their wishes. So yes,
The Nazis even got the what's that thing? The Spear of Destiny. The Nazis got the Spear of Destiny, which was the spear that stabbed Jesus in the side and held his holy blood.
Yeah.
And they believe that with that they can conquer the world.
Conquer the world.
Wow.
That's the legend with the Spear of Destiny.
Voodoo, another type of witchcraft.
Voodoo, the British used to say, when they first get here, they're immune to voodoo, but after they've been here a while, that they are very subject to voodoo.
Right.
That it has to do with the mind and people's susceptibility to magic and influences.
All right.
So, yes, voodoo is real.
So voodoo came from Africa, right?
Yes.
And it was all through Africa. There was a lot of voodoo going on. Yeah. Wow. So every culture has something like that going on. So then the Africans were brought into Haiti through slavery. They were enslaved for quite a while, years, and then suddenly through voodoo, it gave them freedom, right?
Freedom.
One night they started pounding the drums.
Yeah.
All the white settlers got scared and they just shipped out to the island itself.
Right. So it has its place. Magic can be used for good or for evil.
Yeah.
You can't use both and say that it's good because
So
but white magic is harder to come by than its rarity. It's passed on from one generation to another generation, and It is tough to get a hold of. Everybody would like to use it, but
Everyone wants to use it.
everybody wants to use it.
In my opinion, I don't think that everybody can, but there are a lot of people. It's like a talent. You know, you have to have the genetics, the talent. It could be any culture, any type of person, but it's a certain type of person where it runs through the family.
Yes,
right.
I believe that's right.
Yeah, it's a certain family type. It's a certain genetic type through those wherever they come from. So King James wrote Demonology, right?
Okay,
when he was king of England, and so he wrote Demonology, which is a book about all the demons that the priests and monks knew about.
Right.
So they put them all in a book, and then he distributed it amongst his people, and he kind of used it as a fishing lure because once other women started using it to worship the devil and try and get insight with the sixth sense and everything, and once that scared everyone else around them, they figured it out, burned her at the stake. A bunch of savages.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Sure.
So that definitely happened. So there's a lot of, I mean, you can go into.
Well, we go into New England folklore, and you talk about witches. You talk about basically the devil, and packed with Satan himself.
Yeah.
Who were not witches.
Right.
But for the price of 7 years of doing his bidding, he sold his soul to the devil himself.
Right.
And he told the people he was with at the time, go now because Satan's coming. It's been 7 years.
Right.
Satan's coming to get me. And he did.
Mm.
He did. So the devil's real. Witchcraft is part of that worship of the devil. And Satanism is real. And God is real. So, take your choice.
Take your pick.
Take your pick.
Yeah.
Ride your horse, and when you get there, you get there.
Yeah, it's true. Well, one thing I can say about Wicca and witchcraft is, like I said, even though there's a dark side to it, and there's people that use it for dark reasons, which is not a good thing, but there are a lot of people that like to use it for good purposes.
They try.
Right?
Well, it's basically forbidden to use witchcraft.
Yes.
Witchcraft breaks the laws of the oath between man and God. Wicca, on the other hand, predates a lot of what happened with Christianity and the introduction of Christianity. It was around during the Celts before Christianity. So it's not in violation, but it was looked harmful during its days.
Well, Wiccas, witches, Nazis practicing the occult. Okay, what do you think about the occult being practiced by our own political leaders? And a lot of them like to go to a place called Bohemian Grove in California.
Yes.
Now we can